Alright, we're back to an even more chaos draft. Ooh, this is a good pack. This is a good set. Let's see. Fiend Hunter strikes me as the most powerful card. Henweir Up Watchkeep is also quite powerful. It's a 3-mana 1/5, which is kind of bad, but turns into a 5/5, which is just really big in this format. Rakish Air has the possibility to go off. And then I like Orchard Spirit. It's basically a 3-mana 2/2 flyer. But Fiend Hunter is like really good. Oh, and Evison's Pilgrim too. Yeah, so here's where we go. I don't think Nevermore is good. I think this card is pretty interesting for constructed. But in limited, if they have a bomb, maybe you can play it before it comes down. But Fiend Hunter just kills a creature. I like that a lot. And taking Fiend Hunter, all the other good cards are either green or red. Maybe blue. Deranged Assistant is also kind of nice, but basically we take this and then we just note that we passed a lot of good green and red. Not very much blue or black. I know signaling like isn't the end all be all, so like we can definitely stray from that, but we're just keeping in mind, wow, is that back-to-back Ancient Crunch? Feel bad for whoever's playing artifacts. Yeah, just keeping in mind we passed green and red. Those are the cards we passed. Whenever the goblin you control becomes blocked, sacrifice it. Ooh, that's kind of good if you have a lot of mountains. Ortog, not so good. Ooh, Riftbolt's good. I like that. Flickering Spirit is a very hard to kill flyer. Cloud Chaser Kestrel is just a good flyer. I didn't know this card existed. That's good to know about. This gains you life, and you're going to get Saprolings. I like Terramorphic Expanse. Snapback is interesting too, but I'm not super into it. You could go real deep on Might Sliver. I think I want to take the Cloud Chaser Kestrel. It's cheaper than Flickering Spirit. It can kill enchantments. I'm passing Riftbolt, which is probably a better card, but we want to cement the person into red. Obviously, then we get past a Crackling Drake. And no white. Okay. But we got past a Watcher in the Mist. Okay, never mind. We're back on board. Muse Drake is also kind of good. So it basically, do we want a 4-mana 1/3 draw? Or a 5-mana 3/4 Surveil 2? Because I think this is too prohibitively costed for our deck. Deadweight's also pretty nice. I think Watcher in the Mist is a pretty good sign. And Surveil 2 is similar to Draw a Card. And this body is like much, much bigger. Oh man, Time of Ice? I remember being like really busted. I like Blood Tallow Kando as well. And then that's about it. Grow from the Ashes was a busted card. I remember that too. So I think Time of Ice. Tap a creature, doesn't untap. Tap another creature and then bounce them all. I feel like that's better than Blood Tallow Candle. So the blue-white Flyers deck is trying to establish tempo and just kill them in the air. And Time of Ice kind of does that perfectly. You tempo them out by tapping all their creatures and bouncing their stuff. And all the while you're, attacking with Cloud Chaser Kestrel or Watcher in the Mist. So I'm going to take this over Blood Tallow Candle. It's also a lot cheaper. Costing 6 mana to activate is not easy. Ooh. Okay, this is a 4-mana 2/3 flyer. Wow, Bloodfire Kavu is good too. Seeing that go late is kind of unfortunate. I love Temporal Spring. This is a very expensive flyer. Wow, this is a 2-mana 2/2. I think I want to take Living Airship. It keeps us open to be blue, but it looks like whoever's passing us is passing red and blue cards. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to continue passing these red cards, but hey, this Therese Nielsen. Okay, that's really good art. Yeah, I think this is better for our deck, even though this is a better card. Just in case we don't end up green, which I kind of would like to avoid green. Return target creature, its controller draws a card. Not about that. Vicious Shadows is really good in EDH. If you're playing EDH and you're not playing this card in your red deck, what are you doing? I don't think it's good in Chaos Draft though, because most of the time your hand's going to be empty at that point. The Yoked Plow Beast, 7-mana 5/5 is pretty big. I don't know how I feel about a 4-mana 2/2 Exalted. I feel like we're supposed to be taking this Rocks Charger and maybe going to green. It's kind of hard. I'm not excited about that card. Okay, I'll take the better card and just see if green ends up open. Okay, Coast Watcher's good. Oh. Wait. Temporal Fissure is like pretty good. It's kind of a lot though. Wait, this is a card? Okay. That might help with... I'm always, when I do Chaos Draft, looking for cards for Pauper. That might help with Bubbling Muck. I think Coast Watcher is better than Temporal Fissure. It's just kind of unlikely that you get enough Storm to go off. If it was an instant, then I'd be down. Okay, so this only gives flying to dinosaurs. So it's like a 4-mana 2/2 flyer. Oh gosh. So Slippery Scoundrel is kind of gross. Hexproof Unblockable is definitely a way to win the game. The other card I'm considering is Secrets of the Golden City. 3-mana draw 2 is nice. 3-mana draw 3 like just wins games. I think I like this Slippery Scoundrel a little more though. A lot of games go to decking. 3-bin Purebloods. That's a fine card. 3/5. Not to decking, but like board stalls. And this is like the perfect card to get out of board stalls. Plus we're playing flyers, so we probably want some number of enchantments if we see them, so, or equipment. So putting them on this is like even better. I'll take the Purebloods. Not much else in the pack. Ooh. Wow, Might Sliver Wield. Interesting. So we can play Drifter Ildal if we think we're going to be like very aggressive. Otherwise, Snapback's like kind of good. Just 2-mana bounce a creature. Not the worst thing in the world. 1 blue mana every turn is kind of expensive. I'm going to take Snapback. This also has 1 toughness. So that kind of makes me decide. Man, Guild Summit was such a sweet card. We'll take the Guildgate though. Alright, we can take... Healing Grace can protect our creatures from burn. I guess that's fine. There are a lot of cards like Tolarian Scholar, so we don't really need it. Oh! What? Okay. Do people not know what Temporal Spring does? I don't know what's going on. That card should not be going that late. But I guess whoever's playing blue-green took the flyer instead. Uncontrolled Infestation. Cool. Reverse the Sands. There are a lot of good red cards in this pack. Glacial Rays busted. Red Honden is like... Honestly, I almost might take the Red Honden. Let's see what else we have, though. So Bushido 1 means if it gets blocked, it gets +1/+1, okay. Don't have any Spirits or Arcanes. Oh, that card's actually kind of good, too. Soratami Rainshaper. +3/+3 and Trample. I feel like I like this flyer more than this 2/2. But I really like Honden of Infinite Rage. Even just on its own, like it's 3 mana, does 1 damage to any target. So like it kills creatures, it can target their face. Like, I mean, Honden kills Rainshaper. How... We're like not super committed to white. We passed a lot of good red in the last pack. Fine, I'll stick to my guns and take the good blue flyer. As we get past Hazoret's Undying Fury. I think this card is good. But return target non-land permanent and they discard 2. Okay. I think Haven of Enduring Hope is what we want. It is a 5-mana 3/3 flyer that gains you 3 life, so it helps you race, and it's just got a big body. The ability to bounce is kind of nice. I don't think I'm going to be playing Oblivion, but yeah, it looks like sticking to course was the correct decision. What I would like is some type of like removal. Jor Isle Refuge. Well, now we have some good black fixing. What else do we have? Some ally stuff. Very little blue. We have a 1/5 lifelink. Whirling Reef Recluse is also really nice. Okay. Well, I'm going to take the fixing because then we can splash black if we need. Like Warped Physique. That's a good card. Oh, Windrake is also kind of nice. Windrake doesn't require us to splash. I also like Steeple Rock. Well, Blaze Commando too. If we had been taking the red cards, we could have been doing some busted stuff. I kind of... So Warp Physique is a good card, but we have some really nice white cards, and Windrake is like just good. It's a flyer. The base rate is 3 mana for 2/2 flyer. Yeah, I'm gonna take it over Warped Physique. Favorite Hoplite? No, we don't have much heroic. I like Leonin Snarecaster. Lost in a Labyrinth is kind of a good combat trick. Thassa's Bounty also is good card draw. I could just take an on-color Temple. We do have good green cards we could splash. I'm not in love with either one of these. Omen Speaker's pretty good. Scry 2 is almost like draw a card, especially in the late game, and it does hold down the ground, like if we're trying to tempo them out with flyers. Yeah, that's probably better than the off-color Temple. Like, I probably will play this. Ooh, okay. Port Town's good. just gives us better mana. Plains or Island from your hand. Biting Rain also could be a good sideboard, but it's double black. Yeah, we'll just take the Port Town. Ooh, Wizard Mentor. I like that. Wizard Mentor, so it seems pretty innocuous, like, what does this card even do? But it protects your creatures from removal. So if you just put this into play, and then you have other creatures, your opponent tries to kill them, you just bounce them both. It's a little bit expensive, so it's, like, I don't love it, but it's also really good if you have creatures with enter the battlefield effects, like, Fiend Hunter is the old templating, so you play Fiend Hunter with Wizard Mentor on the stack, or in play, and not summoning sick. You bounce it in response to the Fiend Hunter trigger, and you can just exile a bunch of creatures. We can also like rebuy Omen Speaker triggers. I think that's all I have right now. I guess we can kill a bunch of enchantments if that matters. Oh, okay. 10 mana. All permanents they own into their library. No. But the top card of your library engraver and then draw cards. No. These are all so bad. Whenever it attacks, it gains can't be blocked until end of turn. Unless they sack a creature. I'm going to take Sway of the Stars just because it's cool. I'm not going to play it though. Okay, and then we get... Distress is a good card. What do you do? 5 mana 3/3 with basically no other text. Enchanted creature can't be blocked by spirits, doesn't matter. Soul of Magma's not good. I guess I take Silent Chant Zubera. If our opponent's like very aggressive, I mean this blocks, dies, and gains us 2 life. And it's a 2-drop, so maybe. Ooh, we got Consign back. Okay, I'll take that. That's really good actually. And now I can play these gates to play the flashback or aftermath. Yeah, that's actually really good for our deck. I'm pretty happy about that. All right. Whenever a creature dies, you may put a quest counter. This makes a 5/5 zombie. I mean, 3 creatures are going to die. It's a bad top deck, but if you play it early, that's a pretty good card. Wow, 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 wow. Warped Physique and Rakdos Drake. I think I want to take the Warped Physique because our deck doesn't have enough removal yet, but Rakdos Drake is a good card too. How did that go all the way around? Huh. I mean, Rakdos Drake is a 3 mana 2/3 flyer. That's quite good. Alright, we got some graveyard here, I suppose. Claws of Gix. If you want a 0 mana artifact, there you go. Ooh, I do like Harabaz Druid. That card was quite good back in the day. Looking at Pilgrim's Eye, this card is quite good too, but we don't have anywhere near enough black for that. If a white creature is attacking, wow, that's kind of good. Again, we probably don't have enough black for that. I think I'm going to take Pilgrim's Eye and try and wheel the Calcite Snapper. 3 mana 1/4 Shroud seems kind of bad, but if your game plan is to attack in the air, then this thing is almost impossible to get through. But we're going to take the Pilgrim's Eye. It's a flyer, fixes our mana. Whoa! Oh, wait. Okay, so you need to morph a lot. I remember this card being, like, unkillable. But, okay. Gate Smasher. Only creatures with toughness 4 or greater. We don't have many of those. Tigum Strike, plus 2 zone can't be blocked is good. Pal's Familiar helps a lot. Okay, whenever 1 counters are put on another creature, you may put it on that. So this is a 6 mana flyer. And this card... Yeah, so we don't have any other morphs yet. So this just becomes a 5 mana 4/4 Death Touch. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't think I really want to splash green, so I'm probably just going to take the Palace Familiar because it's, again, a very solid card. 2 mana 1/1 draw card. I like Tigum Strike, but I have a suspicion that people won't take it. So we're just going to take the flyer. Ooh. Oh, yes. Wow. Wow. Okay, blue is quite open. So this is a 2 mana 1/1. Whenever it deals damage, you may draw a card and discard, and then you can discard creature cards to make 3 2s. I like that a lot. This is a 5 mana 3/4 flyer. Wow, I want both of these. Can I get both? And then this is a 2 mana 1/3. That's also really nice. I'm tending towards taking the Wharf Infiltrator because, I mean, 2-drops are just good. We have a lot of early plays, and this can turn our bad creatures into Eldrazi, plus looting away all of our lands. Yeah, that seems good. Obviously, if we can wheel the other card, I'd be down. Ooh, River of Tears is good. Oh, Icar Slick is very good. See, I want River of Tears, but there's no way. What is Absorb 1? Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, so I'm not taking any of these. What do you do? Scry 1, no. So Ichor Slick is great. It's basically 5 mana, or 6 mana, target creature gets -3/-3, draw a card. And in a pinch you can kill it. I would like River of Tears, but this card's just good. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and permanents you control. Okay. Withered Persist. That's really tough. There's also Una's Grace. What do you do? Gain Shroud whenever you cast a green or blue spell. Remove counters for it. Oh, Dream Thief. Yeah, no, that's the one we want. Una's Grace is tempting, but we have a lot of cheap blue spells. And 2/1 flyer that draws a card is pretty good. We're gonna die a lot if our opponent has like anything that does 1 damage to creatures. Ooh, Ambassador Loquatus. Yeah, Ambassador Loquatus is so good. 3 mana, mill 3. Like, how do you, no, you don't beat that. Especially in the late game. This gives us like a whole new angle of attack. Whoa, why? Wow, there are so many good cards for us here. I like Order of the Stars. Thunderheads is kind of gross. Train of Thought is busted. Repeal is very, very good. I'm very tempted just to take this Is It Boilerworks though. We have enough playables, and Is It Boilerworks is a land that draws you a card. And I've said this before, so for those who don't understand why, it's a land that taps for 2 mana, and like the whole point of lands is to add mana. So like if you have your opening hand with 5 lands, you get 5 mana. Hang on, I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I'm gonna take it over Train of Thought. Ooh. Hang on, I don't have vampires. Bone to Ash is like pretty nice. Artful Dodge, probably not that necessary. So I think I'm gonna take Bone to Ash. Yeah, that seems good. So I'm gonna explain Boilerworks. So you have an opening hand, let's say you have 5 lands, so you can get access to 5 mana. Now, if you discarded one of those lands, you'd only have 4 mana. Is It Boilerworks is a land that taps for 2 mana, so it's like you have 5 lands, but you only have to have 4. And that's just a really good effect to have. Like, Is It Boilerworks? Ooh, we got the turtle back. Like, Is It Boilerworks plus 1 land in your hand gives you access to 3 mana, which is so good compared to having 2 lands when you're stuck on 2 mana can be a whole problem. So it does draw you a card. Okay. Exile Artifact or Enchantment. That's a good sideboard card. So I guess we're like Esper. I don't think I need Healing Grace. You know, if I was paying closer attention, I would realize that my white cards were pretty bad. And probably just have moved into blue-black. Yeah, I should have been... It's really hard. Yeah, because we only took white cards like pack 1. And then blue-black is where we should have been. Because now we have these awkward double white cards. Don't think I'm going to play that. Fiend Hunter is good enough, I think, to play with double white. But yeah, now we're like pretty heavy black. I think I play this. Makes a 5/5. That's pretty good. Yeah, I should have been in black. Wow, we got Fogwalker. Okay. That's good, right? I mean, it has Skulk. They can't block it. And then we get this, okay. Maybe... The problem is Fiend Hunter is very good, and it's like a reason to run Wizard Mentor. Oh, wow. Wait, Wizard Mentor Dream Thief is like kind of broken, right? We have 6 mana. Hang on. As long as it's black, I think I want this. This seems really hard to kill. I have a lot of blue spells. Cephaloid Snitch. Sure, I'll take Rancid Earth. I don't want to play against it. Whoa, we got Thunderheads back? Hold up. Where'd it go? That card's like pretty good. Okay. I'll probably play that too. For those wondering why this is good, you just make a bunch, like your opponent attacks. You just make a bunch of 3/3s and block them, and then their creatures die. It's particularly good if you're trying to get in with like a bunch of evasive creatures and you don't have much defense. You just Thunderheads them. Maybe I cut the white. It makes my deck and my mana. I think I can probably play Aven because it's like a pretty good card, but it feels bad cutting Fiend Hunter, especially when we have Wizard Mentor in our deck. But we have enough cards that like now we can start cutting stuff. And we also have Ambassador Loquatus, so like giving Shroud is a good thing. Slippery Scoundrel's unblockable. Everything is flying. Time of Ice is really good. I can cut the Blind Phantasm maybe. You know? I kind of like it. 12-1. I mean, we're almost mono blue. Maybe I don't even need the Dimir Guildgate, right? I have 1, 2, 3 black spells, and I would like to play a Swamp off Pilgrim's Eye. No, I think I play the Guildgate. And Ichor Slick is a late game card anyway. Maybe? Maybe I don't play the Guildgate. I don't know if I need it. It just enters tapped, which is kind of bad in a deck that's trying to tempo your opponent out. And then I can just add 2 swamps. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources, which is way more than enough. And then we have 17 minus 3. We have 14, 15 blue sources. Like, our mana is very good. I almost feel like we want 16 land in this deck with how like low the mana curve is. I don't even remember picking up the zombie beast. We could put in Aven. Aven's like a very good card. Because I could put in Port Town for an island. And then cut a swamp for plains. And that lets me cut if I have another bad card. Which I really don't. Thunderheads, Calcite Snapper, Wizard Mentor, Windrake. Oh, Fogwalker plus Wizard Mentor is pretty good. Yeah, I'm down for Wizard Mentor. I don't think I actually have a card. Oh, Pilgrim's Eye Wizard Mentor? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I don't know what to play here. I think I just cut the Aven and keep the deck consistent. Put the swamp in. And 16 land honestly might just be worth it. Our curve's pretty low. Yeah, we'll run 16. See you guys round 1. All right, we are playing against DMZB. We're gonna keep. We got Snapback, which you can alternate cast. If I do alternate cast, I'll probably be casting Thunderheads. But I'm pretty excited about this Sturdy Hatchling. It's like a pretty dope looking turtle, mans. And our opponent mulliganed, and we're drawing lands, which all of these are good things. And this thing's like unkillable, so we're just gonna have a 6/6 with Shroud, which I like. There's our 1 of Swamp. Ooh, opponent's missing land drops too. Alright, I am going to run this out. Yeah. I would say I could save it for Sturdy Hatchling, but our whole deck is blue. I don't want to play around counterspells until I see my opponent has them. So like, waiting to play around Miscalc makes no sense against an opponent who, you know, it looks like they're holding up counterspells, but they're also just not playing anything. So they could just be stuck on lands. Then we attack, and they didn't counter this, which means they probably have no way to stop the Sturdy Hatchling either. And if they do try and kill Sturdy Hatchling, we can just exile Thunderheads and bounce it to our hand if we really need to, but basically if we get to untap next turn, they just lose. What is this? When this or another spirit enters, tap target creature an opponent controls. Cool. Doesn't really... Interesting that they main phased it. Oh wow, we just get to jam a Watcher now? Yeah. Yeah, I'm on board with that. Ooh, I like both of these. Actually, do I like Calcite Snapper? It hits pretty dang hard. I guess if I don't like it, I can just discard it. So we're gonna put them both on top. And then hit for 3? Yeah. I don't really like trading with this. Yeah. I kind of like keeping this in play, because the ability is pretty relevant. Next turn I can play Wharf Infiltrators, hold up Thunderheads. Okay, so we're going to attack first. And we have Snapback, so we can bounce their stuff if need be. So if they have a Flash Flyer, they probably would have played it pre-combat, although I guess I could have given Shroud. Do I want to bounce something for more damage? Not really. I kind of, like, there's really no rush here. We can just kind of play this as slow as I want. I probably should have played this pre-combat, but if they had some type of interaction, I didn't want them to know what I was doing. But the extra damage does matter, because I would have lethal with the Hatchling, Watcher, and Wharf Infiltrator this turn, and I currently don't. So right now the Cloudfin Raptor can block the Wharf Infiltrator if they evolve it. So I might just bounce that one. Butcher Ghoul. Yeah. Becomes a 1/2. Okay. I'm drawing the turtle. Can't really attack with the Wharf Infiltrator, but we can just get in there with both of these. If they like triple block the Sturdy Hatchling, we have 2 cards we can cast at instant speed. And they can't target our creatures, so this should go pretty well. Okay, so that gets to evolve the Cloudfin Raptor, but then we can bounce the Raptor, so it's not too bad. Also, now they're both too big to actually block the Wharf Infiltrator, so it's like almost better. Wow, that's a bold move. Sometimes you just gotta do it though. So Skulk is power, right? Can't be blocked with creatures with greater power. So none of these can block the Wharf Infiltrator. Okay, that can. Okay. Oh man, Dream Thief is gonna do some dirty stuff. So this is gonna be a 6/6 and they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if they block Sturdy Hatchling with all of these, then they can kill it, but otherwise they're gonna have a really hard time. So I like attacking, not with this because they have a 2/3, but attacking with these two. They could double block this, but then they're not blocking the Sturdy Hatchling. And obviously if they double block, we're just gonna bounce the Cloudfin Raptor. Okay, so we block like this, and we bounce this. Sturdy Hatchling gets bigger, but that doesn't really matter. So now their flying threats are pretty bad. We can play Dream Thief and draw a card. And I guess we play the land that we can like super replicate Thunderheads. I will not be flipping the Snapper. They been to Coastal Drake. Yeah, I mean, this is the power of this deck, right? You just play a bunch of dudes and your opponent struggles to come back. The old 1/1 can't block. Well, Wharf Infiltrator is looking pretty bad right now. One has a lot of 1/1s. Ooh, that's a big boy. Okay, it's a lot of islands. So if I swing like this, our opponent can block one of these 2/1s, but then they go to 1 life. If I just swing like this, I can set up basically for that attack next turn anyway. What happens if I swing out? Oh, wait. This can't block. Wait, I can swing like this and this forces a chump, right? Because this can't block, so this gets through. So if they block the Dream Thief, they take 6. So they're forced into a chump this way. Yeah. Draw a card and discard? Why, yes. Yes, I will. Oh, Warp Physique is kind of good. And by kind of good, I mean very good. Okay. Yeah, run it back. Ooh, this is a good hand. I feel like Thunderheads is gonna claim its first victim here. So the one downside, it's not really a downside, but issue with bounce lands is they return a land to hand, so you do have to discard a card if you're on the draw. So ideally we draw a land so we can play a 3-drop and then play the bounce land. Or Warped Physique. Yeah, I'm gonna set up to try and Warp Physique on turn 2. Kill a thing, that way I don't have to discard. No, that's rough. Land. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Even if they counter it, like, that's fine, but this is a good card to have in play. And plus now I get to bounce my island. Ooh, and they have nothing? Okay, I get to loot. Do I loot? I think so. Ooh, Sturdy Hatchling's pretty good too. How much do I have to pay? 2 mana? Can make it 3/2. I think I want to discard this Blind Phantasm and just make it 3/2. This gets around any counter spells they could have. I don't get to hold up Bone to Ash, but I get to hold up Warped Physique, and that's still pretty good. And I could also just play a Palace Familiar, but I don't know, it feels like they're holding up a counter spell or some kind of trick. So I want to just Warped Physique something. Right, because we're just making 3/2s. There's no reason to play any spells, and if they commit a creature, then we get to kill it. Okay, let's attack with both. Okay. I feel like this 1/1 flyer is not that good. Pro green doesn't do anything. So I will make another 3/2. And now, that way I don't have to discard, we'll just play a Palace Familiar and pass turn. If they play any creatures at this point, I'm just going to play Time of Ice. And that's just disgusting. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so they're tapped out now. So they have a 2/2 flyer. I kind of like just doing this. This is going to kill all of their Jin monks. And I get to hit for a bunch of damage. No! What? How did that untap? I don't even know. I do want to draw lands though. Oh, Snapback is pretty good. I feel like Thunderheads is just not going to get there, but they should be at 7. I don't know how that one didn't attack, but this was the perfect counter target Ojutai summon spell I could think of. Because it's going to tap, it tapped this one, it doesn't untap. And then it taps this one, it doesn't untap, and then it bounces them all. That's so beautiful. Toxic Nim, a 4/1 creature, okay. So let's tap that. They should be dead this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they should be dead this turn. But turn off auto yields. Do I even really need to cast Snapback? I guess I can cast it as the alternate cost. Just bounce Toxic Nim, exiling Wizard Mentor. Let's loot. Island is kind of nice. I kind of want to just hold up Bone to Ash. Actually, let's just put more on board. Let's discard the Rain Shaper. Or no, we can discard Pilgrim's Eye, pay 2, and then pay 3 to play the Rain Shaper. Yeah. No, actually, I'm just gonna play Watch in the Mist. It's a big boy. Put these on the bottom. That way I play around like them having like all creatures get -2/-2 or something. They should be dead because I should have just attacked with the Eldrazi Horde, but I can't think of many cards in the format that get them out of this. If their best play last turn was a 4/1 Infect. There you go. That's how you win a match. See you guys next round. Okay, playing against Envy Unreachable. This hand's pretty good. I'm going to keep this. We get a nice turn 1 gain life. What? They get a turn 1 gain life? Well, that's just not fair. Ooh, Ambassador Liquidus. We got to try and keep this guy alive. That is an excellent win condition in Limited. Milling 3, I mean, obviously it kills them in 10 turns for 3 mana, which is not good, but when you get up to 6 mana, it kills them so fast. Whoa. That is some really, really cool artwork. I like that a lot. So we're hoping to get a 3rd land at some point. Ichor Slick can go a long way. I'm going to play the Protection from Green guy first. Their deck seems to be somewhat heavy green. Probably like base green splashing either blue or white. Or who knows, man. Whoa. What is going on over there? Whoa! Oh no! Why does this happen? It's actually kind of funny. Let's attack for 1. That is good to know about. I could like mill them out and then they just play a Lab Maniac. And then I just cry. I'm gonna play the Snapper. It's really hard to kill, and it blocks so well. Plus, if they like try and attack, then it attacks pretty well too. Just a good card overall. I'd rather have my Rain Shaper get countered than my Calcite Snapper. That's what I'm saying. Turtle Boy does a good job of holding down the fort. What even is this? Sacrifice it unless you exile a creature you control other than it. When it leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card. Okay. Man, if I had Ichor Slick, I guess it's a sorcery, but that would have been kind of sweet. Swamp was a good draw. So we can go Swamp. Definitely gonna offer the trade for Wormfang Drake. Get in for 4. Okay. I was scared. And then we could play Pals Familiar and Chump Block with it. But honestly, I feel like putting the extra power in play is probably better for us. That way, if they attack, we can trade 3 damage for 3 damage. If they keep back, then we can keep attacking with the turtle. And if we hit a land, we can start attacking with the flyers. And then instant speed give this -2 or -3/-3 off Ichor Slick. You cycle it and then you madness. Oh no, I need 2 lands. Okay, I need to remember that's 6 mana. Don't let me forget, even though this isn't live. Wait, opponent, what are you doing? Oh, they're really setting up for the Lab Maniac strategy. Are they gonna dredge? This is beautiful. So they're gonna kill that. As long as I have Ichor Slick up, it should be okay. That's kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna attack with Calcite Snapper. If they block, then I can just cast Ichor Slick and kill the Wormfang Drake. And I have a bunch of bounce spells that can deal with Lab Maniac. Okay. Yeah, so that's 1 damage, and then this is -3/-3. Kills that. I get their Lab Maniac back. But I don't They have a creature in the graveyard now, so they can't continuously do the grave troll shenanigans. So I don't know how that is gonna work. Acid Moss, Psychic Spiral? It's a good card. Snapback. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Now I feel relatively safe. I'm gonna keep back the Coast Watcher to block the Golgari Grave Troll. And I think at this point, we just jam a Windrake. Just hits harder. They're at 14 already. And if they do go for the Lab Maniac Wind, we have Snapback. Their deck looks kind of spicy though. Iron Shell Beetle Root Elemental? What is that? Jin Illuminatus? Wow, their deck is really going deep. I'm curious what the white is for. But mad respect. Okay. Seems fine to me. Undo Giant, sure. Man, their deck is like... This is kind of what I want my decks to look like. Acid Moss too. Ooh, I like Fogwalker. So we can Fogwalker down the Grave Troll, which means we can hit with all of our flyers. Play Fogwalker. That doesn't untap. Play Palace Familiar. And yeah, I think I just have to hold up Snapback. I don't know what kind of weird Lab Maniac combo they could have, but I don't really want to find out. Okay, 5/7 Vigilance Trample. It does not have reach though. And I have pro green, so oh, it is trample though. Living Airship. They're at 9, so I can go. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put them down to 2, and then all of my creatures are lethal. That seems pretty good. They can hit me for like not that much. And I can play blockers. Yeah. They have a lot of life to gain if they want to come back here. Play Living Airship. And I even have Snapback, like if they do something ridiculous like play Overrun, I can bounce the Warrior and then Overrun should not kill me. Okay. No reason to sideboard. Yeah, hand's good. We got Wharf Infiltrator to kind of smooth our draws, and then Pilgrim's Eye to also kind of smooth our draws. And Fogwalker. These are kind of the benefits of being basically monocolored, is like all your hands are pretty keepable. And I don't know what's going on with my opponent's deck. It looks super clunky, but I imagine they have some powerful things they can do. Nice. I say nice because it came down as a 2. Well, it's going to be a 2/2. So Wharf Infiltrator can get through. Also, I feel like one of my previous opponents had Iron Shell Beetle, but maybe I'm just thinking about the last round. Probably am. So turn 3, what do I play? I guess it depends on what they do. If they play another 2/2, I probably just jam Ambassador Liquidus. Okay, that's getting big. Okay, take 3. Let's attack. I will always say yes to drawing a card. I kind of want to just turn Blind Phantasm into a 3/2. It's not the most efficient use of our mana, but it does create a creature that can block the Iron Shell Beetle. And Blind Phantasm's like pretty bad, although the artwork's pretty cool. Next turn, we can either play Fogwalker and activate Wharf Infiltrator. That's the most efficient use of our mana. So like maybe trading with the Eldrazi Horror is not in our best interest, and just taking the damage is pretty good. Actually, I kind of like racing, especially with Fogwalker. Yeah, I'll just attack for 3 because we're gonna keep this tapped anyway. So slow motion, sure. I will pay 2. Swamp, so we can attack for 4. Draw a card. Calcite Snapper is also tempting. Fogwalker is only a 1/3, but it'll also be good next turn. So maybe I just don't need this Pilgrim's Eye anymore, because the extra land is like not that relevant. Maybe I just discard Liquidus. They have like weird mill synergies. And just pay 2. Pass turn. Next turn I can pay 2 and then cast a 3-drop like Calcite Snapper if I need to. And I still think racing is my best interest because we have so many like little evasive creatures and stuff with flying that even if they play a big blocker like that, it's fine. Speaking of which, Prosperous Pirates is a good card. Pay 2. Let's go land. Attack for 1. Ooh, I like Slippery Scoundrel. I feel like I just don't have time for this Pilgrim's Eye. I have a lot of better 3-drops. And I'm going to say no. Because I want to play the turtle. The turtle blocks both of those pretty nicely. Ooh, and Slippery Scoundrel we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 permanents. Whoa, what are they using treasures for? Okay, sure. The Vigilance is kind of problematic, but we can like block with a lot of guys. Pay 2, yes. Wow, Time of Ice. Now we're talking. Do I want to get in with the Calcite Snapper? I think the answer is no. Not this turn, but I am going to play Time of Ice. Tap down the Oak Gnarl Warrior. Attack for 1. I will loot. Yeah, don't really need Omen Speaker. It's fine, but we are unable to pay 2, but that's fine. So they're, you know, hurting our mana pretty bad, but we're hurting their mana pretty bad because they have to recast this 7-drop now. What? What? Well, that's broken. Alright, I get to untap the Infiltrator. Pay 2. Ooh, Snapback is good. So we can tap down this flyer. And then attack for 1. Definitely loot. Discard the land. Actually, I kind of like discarding the Wind Drake because I want to play Fogwalker and Slippery Scoundrel. And I like having Snapback in hand. And Rain Shaper has extra ability of like bouncing lands and stuff. So we're going to discard the Wind Drake. Did I play land this turn? I guess that matters. Turn 7 Ganon CD. I pay and I attack. So if I pay 2, I can also do that. Okay, discard Wind Drake. Make an Eldrazi. Play a land. Oh, sure. I will say no. Play Slippery Scoundrel. Pass turn. My computer's lagging like crazy for some reason. I don't know why. Classic Windows was updating in the background, as always. They have 1 card in hand. Lab Maniac. Okay. So we're going to pay 2, and then Time of Ice bounces both of their guys. And I can actually snap back the Prosperous Pirates. And then none of their blocks are good, and we can just hit with a bunch. And then it doesn't even matter if they stop us from untapping here. I'm going to keep the turtle back, I think. He only hits for 1, it's not that much. But they get hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're down to 6 life. And I actually don't think I want to loot. My position's pretty good. And I play the Rain Shaper. So they have Prosperous Pirates, the 3/4 Flyer, and the big tree. But they're at 6 life, and I have... I can only untap 1 creature every turn. But I can hit them for 4 and then 2. So they're just dead. One's going with the Pirates, sure. I guess I can just have 6. I have no effects. They have to play the Angel, right? If they don't play the Angel, then they definitely die, yeah. So we're going to untap the Unblockable. And I'll pay 2. Wow, MTGO is like really crashing hard. This is weird. So I just attack for 2. I have a protection from green creature that can block both the Angel or the 7/7. They have a lot of Vigilance guys though. Their deck has like some sweet synergies. And I'm going to keep up the Hexproof ability, I guess. Or is it Shroud? Yeah. Alright, they replay the tree, but they're just dead as far as I can tell. Wormfang Drake. Exile a creature. So they exile the Prosperous Pirates. Okay. Untap the 2 damage Hexproof guy. Still going to pay 2. Wow, Watcher in the Mist is so good here. Attack for 2, and if they can't kill me this turn, then I win. If the literal last card in their hand is Overrun, I think I might die. That would be 8 plus 6 plus 6. I don't really want either of these. 8 plus 6 plus 6 would be 14, 20 damage, and I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would die exactly if the last card in their hand was overrun. But it's not, so we block here. And I don't want to die to some weird pump spell, so I will just chump block with a Calcite Snapper. Unless they have some crazy life gain spell. Yeah, okay. Cool. See you guys in the finals. We're crushing these. See you guys there. I'm playing against Heckin' Bamboozled in the finals. This hand's good. Let's keep it. We got a Sturdy Hatchling. Just impresses me more and more, especially in a mono blue deck. It seems great. I also really like their name. Go. Swamps, okay. Ooh. Double turtle power. I like it. If our opponent plays a creature next turn, 2/2 flanking. And cannot block. Okay, we have Ambassador Liquidus, so let's go ahead and play the Calcite Snapper, because it actually attacks pretty well. And it can block the Fallen Ascari. So like, yeah, next turn we can go like land, Sturdy Hatchling, attack for 4 with the Calcite Snapper, if they don't have anything else. Because flanking gives -1/-1, right? Yeah, so this will become a 0/3, and it's blocking a 2/2. So if they were to pump it, they can kill my turtle, but that's acceptable. I'll bite. Oof. Oof. If they have an instant speed way to make all my creatures smaller, that would be kind of gross. Yes. Hit for 5. Magic is fun and easy. Play another big turtle. He's only a 2/2. Maybe I should have waited till I had 5 mana, but it seemed like the payoff is pretty good. If we draw land, we can play Watcher in the Mist next turn. I will not be blocking this turn. Yeah. Ooh. Slippery Scoundrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this turn we're just going to play Pilgrim's Eye and then a land. And then next turn Slippery Scoundrel has Hexproof Unblockable. Plus this lets the turtle hit for like 100 damage. And both of these can gain Shroud. So they sent me a message. What? I don't know what that means. I appreciate it though. Oh man. What is like getting ranched? Is that like a term for losing? I feel old right now. Aren't they scooped? I don't I don't know anything about their deck, so we'll run it back. They're mono black. Alright, nope. Not doing that. You know what? I'll keep this. This is like a pretty good hand. Turtle's like insane. When you keep hands like these, you probably have to wait. Well, it depends on how fast my opponent's start is, but you generally should wait until like turn 5 to make sure Sturdy Hatchling stays alive. But it depends on how fast their start is. If I have no choice, then... Hey, okay. Ooh. Icar Slick is going to be a big game. Take 1. 2/2 with downsides. Le Tortuga. If they have an Edict effect, that's pretty bad. But if they don't, then turtles are going to take it down. This card's so good. And it went so late in the draft, too. Okay, so it's a... Oh, it has Swamp Walk. That's funny. So we just don't play any... They didn't attack with their flyer? Interesting. I'm going to say no. And I could play Time of Ice. This doesn't feel like the time. I'm just going to play... They have 2 cards left in hand, and their hand is like pretty bad. I'm just going to play Slippery Scoundrel and pass. They can kill this, and that's fine. I just want to play Sturdy Hatchling and be able to hold up Shroud, because 6/6 big boy is a great way to win a game. Target player discards a card. I think I just discard Time of Ice. I don't think the tempo is going to matter too much. And I want that land because both of these things cost 5. Okay. Well, I can block one of yous. I don't know why they're not attacking with the flyer, but sometimes... Oh, I guess they just don't want to get hit by the turtle. Play that turtle. So I have a hexproof unblockable -1/2. Seems pretty good. No reason to kill any of their creatures just yet, so I'll save Icar Slick for something scarier. They attack with both, which is fine. I block here. Take 2, don't really care about it. Cycling. Okay. It's a lot of 2-mana 2/2s. I don't know if that's... Is that just the meta? Like, what is going on here? So we play Windrake. We have 2 blockers now. The turtle gets bigger. Pass turn. None of their creatures do anything. Targeting the turtle. Alright, we'll give Shroud. I don't know if they read that part of his ability. Because that's, like, pretty bad. I could have waited for them to target it again, but I just... This seems like a weird thing to do. Yeah, opponent just didn't read. But I could have waited for them to flash it back, which maybe would have been the next level play, because that was clearly what they're going for, but... Yeah, because now they get to kill my Drake. That was like a weird double misplay. But Windrake wasn't too important. Also, Magic Online, what are you doing right now? Do you see how slow this is going? Kind of just want to play more 2/3s. Make this bigger. Riverwise Augur. Ooh, okay. Brainstorm. Another 2/2 though. Brainstorm's not that good when you have no shuffle effects. And all your creatures are 2/2s against 2/3s. Yeah, sure. So I have to make sure not to play any swamps, but even if I do, I can just Icar Slick down the Quag Vampires. My opponent's Hellbent too, that's nice. Ooh. I think I can tap out a Shroud for 1 turn. They're Hellbent. And this gets me to draw a card right now, like it's very efficient to do so. And I get a Boiler Works, which lets me rebuy the life gain on Drory Isle Refuge, but I kind of want the black mana. Let's say no. And pass turn. I can set up like a pretty sick attack with Sturdy Hatchling and with Icar Slick, depending on how they attack. Yeah, they get 1 turn to kill this. So if they drew the kill spell, that's fine. But I was going to play Palace Familiar regardless, so it seems like it makes sense to get value off the Dream Thief. Alright, what do you do, an opponent? So I don't want to trade because giving them cards now is bad, because now is the time for them to kill the 1 creature that's like winning me the game. I'll trade next turn after I have the Shroud ability up. Also, them attacking for 1 lets me attack for 3, so... Okay. That's a good card. Ooh, we're gonna get someone with Thunderheads, aren't we? So they can block 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they can quad block, so I don't love it. Island, I'm not gonna switch. Kind of like attacking with the Blind Phantasm. No, that's bad. Yeah, well, the problem with Thunderheads is it draws them 2 cards. Now, if they swing out, that's a different story. Nothing. Okay. Island, go. Ooh, I like that guy. Okay. That's a big flyer. I probably will just Icar Slick down the Windrider Eel. That seems kind of worthwhile, because that's a 4/4 flyer, basically. Cast this on you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Fleshmad Steed gets tapped too. I had forgotten about that. Still can't really attack with Sturdy Hatchling. If they triple block, he does die. So let's just pass turn and play an island, because that lets me cast 3 Thunderheads. I want to save Fogwalker. Man, getting Slippery Scoundrel hit with Sensory Deprivation was kind of a big deal. Alright, I'll take 2. This 1/3 is gonna kind of stop all that, but at least I get in for more damage this way. Ooh, Snapback. So I can bounce this to hand too, that's good. Attack here. Let's go Fogwalker. And let's just tap down the Palace Familiar. I don't want to kill my own guy. And this is at the beginning of the end step if the power is 4 or greater. Cycle Miscalc, okay. 3/2 flyer. You got it. Oh, Bone Dasher a little late. It's okay. I still have all the good blocks, and I feel like I'm just about to like really get him with Thunderheads when it comes up. Sure, strategic planning's pretty good. This puts us ahead on the mill avenue at least. I'm sorry, they discarded Voyager Drake? What's better than that? That's scary. Okay, so I think at this point... Oh, I thought this had flying for some reason. I'll block here and take 2. Actually, I kind of want to bounce this. Take 1. I'm really curious what they kept over Voyager Drake, because that card seems very good. Fleshman Steed gets tapped, as is tradition. Well, I hope whatever they kept as a creature and I can Bone Dash it, because that will probably just end the game. Nope, it's not. Oh, I see. So now I can play Palace Familiar. I can set up some good blocks. What if I do just trade Sturdy Hatchling for all of these? What did they get back? I really should have paid attention. I'm gonna play Omen Speaker, set up my draws. Well, that was quite good. Omen Speaker, good work. Can get in for 1. So yeah, we can trade Palace Familiar for Surveilling Sprite. We can Bone to Ash the Drake if they cast it with a bunch of kickers. And they got back, oh, they got back the 2/2 that becomes a 4/4. Yeah, so that's getting countered. So we trade off guys. I get to untap first. Oh, that's one way to win the game. Good old Ambassador Liquidus coming in handy. This poor opponent really is getting ranched. So I'm gonna keep land in hand for Warped Physique, but this is probably just gonna do it. Attack for 1. And they're actually dead next turn if they cannot kill the Ambassador. Million for 3. Million for 3. Slaughter Drone, that's kind of cool. Okay, so if they have a kill spell, now's the time to do it. Wow, that is the laggiest thing I've ever seen. All right, well, good games, opponent. GG's. I don't know what's going on with Magic Online. I'm sorry I can't respond to you. Wow, that we didn't even drop a single game. And what pick did we get Ambassador Liquidus? It was like really, really late. All right, I mean, that was a very good deck. Very good games. This might be the last Chaos Draft I do. We'll see if I can squeeze one more in. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys soon.